Why? Yo, what's going on, everybody? What is up? I need to fix something real quick. Hello, everyone. Hello, welcome. Why doesn't my thumbnail show? Oh, there it is. Okay, it's showing now. Let me just turn this on. All right. Oh, I'm stoked. 26 minutes. 26 minutes. Whoa, wait a second. Oh, you guys are like making me think I'm like it's out. What do you mean I'm late? I'm sorry. I usually get on 30 minutes before. I'm 2 minutes late. um oh, my predictions, I put them in my video today. I think we see He Who Remains and oh I the only thing I'm wondering right now is like why? Just like why? Like what we talked about in the live stream before about He Who Remains being bored. I actually really like that idea. Like he wants to conquer again, right? So that's why he did everything. But that's what we're missing. That's what we're missing. We know He Remains. We know Loki is going to like revisit that moment, and he'll technically be back. My hair is crazy. Um, but why was it all, like a part of the plan for He Who Remains? That's my question. So I predict, Loki will do the time loop thing and he'll fix the time loop ultimately, end up at that same finale basically as episode one's finale, and then we'll see He Who Remains, and yeah, yeah. Guys, it's not late. It usually comes out at 6 p.m. Pacific time, and it's only 5:36 Pacific time. So, I mean, y'all are confused. Y'all are making me question myself now, but it's not. Yeah, that's what time it normally comes out. We still have 24 minutes to go. The director said there are no more Kangs in the series. I don't remember him saying that. But, I mean, they literally showed a scene today of He Who Remains. They literally showed it today of He Who Remains. They showed He Who Remains and Loki and them at the finale. So, yeah, I mean, it's not delayed. It's you guys are early. Yeah, it's 9 p.m. Eastern time, 6 p.m. Pacific time. It's definitely not delayed. Definitely not delayed. Uh, no, it's not out yet, guys. It's not out yet, guys. Nothing's delayed. This is weird. What is this crazy rumor going on? It'll come out in 23 minutes. So what are Mahul? That's pretty much what's gonna happen, I believe. I see some like Ian L03. Some people saying, King Prime. Do we get the King Prime? Man, I don't know. In all honesty, like I don't know. Are we gonna see a King Prime? I think the Council of Kings are the King Primes, right? The three main ones, and they could be past, present, and future versions of themselves, right? They could actually be the same person on the same trajectory, just different points in time. So yeah, uh, yeah. What's up, Joe? What's going on? Thanks for being here. Hold on. Yeah, still dropping at 9. Yes, guys. Yeah, I can't speak for India, Farshad. Yeah, not really sure, not really sure. Um, but we have 22 minutes for us here in the U.S. Now my hair kind of looks stupid. There we go. Yeah, I see a few comments about Kang Prime, y'all. I don't. I think if we see a Kang Prime, what it's gonna be is it's gonna be like the Kang Trio, or maybe He Who Remains is trying to become Kang Prime. See, again, it goes back to like this question. It's like, if everything really is a part of He Who Remains' plan, which I believe it is, like, why did he do everything? So, yeah. Oh, AC Valentine time change. Yes. If some of y'all didn't get the time change yet, uh, if y'all haven't changed the time on your stuff, then yeah, because it's 6:39 right now, and it normally comes out at 7. So yeah, I don't think. Yeah. What? What? I'm so You guys are confusing me. What do you mean MCU delayed talk? Billy Bug Entertainment. What's going on, dude? Are you guys talking about the show being delayed? Because yeah, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's happening. What is going on with my? Am I? Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah, it's fixed. Okay. Hey, thanks, John Gonzalez. Appreciate that. What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Hey, don't spoil the Marvels for people in the chat. I haven't seen it yet. Um. I don't think I don't. Let me pull up the chat so I can delete comment. I don't see any spoilers. Uh. Yeah. Sorry. I'm looking for the spoil. I saw a couple people say spoilers, and I can't find the spoiler comment to delete it. So that's my bad. But hey, no spoilers for the Marvels. I haven't actually seen the Marvels because they didn't do a premiere; they just did screenings. But if you can hear, I'm still kind of sick. So I didn't go to the screening in LA because I wasn't about to, well, one, fly there and be on a plane while I'm sick and get other people sick and then get people sick at the premiere or at the screenings. Wasn't about to do that. Oh, delayed. Okay. Yeah, yeah, delayed the 4 movies. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, but people kept saying like delayed in the chat. I thought everybody was talking about the episode was being delayed tonight. Thank you, Billy Bug Entertainment, for the super chats and explaining because I was like, I guess that's why I was so confused. I was like, how is the episode delayed? It's not even out yet. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The MCU delay. I mean, I think at this point, it doesn't like it shouldn't surprise anybody if anything gets delayed because we've had the strikes, both the strikes. I know they're both over now, but you got to realize a lot gets a lot gets messed up during these times, right? When you can't. Hello, hello. Oh, sorry. What the heck? My headset died and yeah, my headset died. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, Jason. I just saw your comment. Yeah, still a tiny bit sick. I'm like almost fully recovered, but I haven't seen the Marvels yet. I was gonna go after this tonight, but I'm still not feeling 100%. I think I'll go tomorrow. I believe everyone can hear me now, though, right? Hello, hello, hello. Right? Yeah. Okay. Cool. 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 Chat's a little delayed for me. Sorry. About 20 seconds delayed. Ian L03, thanks for that super chat. Excuse me. You saw in last vid that I think they already recast Kang. You think that without knowing Jonathan's trial? Not sure what vid you're talking about. I do think they're going to wait till Jonathan Majors' trial is complete to actually recast him. They do have plans to recast him, meaning they are prepared for him to be found guilty, right? In case he is found guilty, they are prepared for that, and they have plans in place ready to go. So that's what I meant. I'm not sure what video you watch because I've done a bunch of videos on it. But I'll just tell you now, basically what I just said. I know they have plans in place. They're prepared for anything basically. But if he's found innocent, they're gonna keep him. And if they don't, I can't imagine that they would get rid of him after he's found, or if he's found innocent. And if they did, that would be a huge injustice. Like, wow. Yeah. Nope, no updates on the Madam Web trailer. Not really sure about that. Yeah, sorry. Yeah. Yeah, hey, no spoilers about the Marvels, guys, for those who've seen it early. I do know what it is. I know the whole movie, right? You know, my channel started based on leaks, right? I still do. I still know all of that. I still know everything. I still talk to people, you know, like I know people. I literally know people at Marvel, right? So, yeah. So, I know the whole entire movie. I know everything that happens. Plus, I sent somebody in my place as well to see the movie for me. I sent Law, who's been on the podcast, and he's going to be doing some other stuff for the channel as well. I'm always going to be the one who's talking about Marvel, but we are going to start talking about some other stuff. Just some, you know, cool big movies that I want to talk about, like Godzilla and stuff. Like, there's some movies out there that I really like that I'd really love to talk about and break down. So Law's going to help me with that as well. So he went to see the Marvels, and he told me everything. And I'm like, oh, cool. It's exactly what I heard it was. And the post-credit scenes are exactly what I thought they were. You know, all that stuff. Yeah. So haven't seen it yet. I know all about it, though. Yeah, how's it going, everybody? Welcome. See a few people asking about the release time. Should be 14 minutes. Should be 14 minutes. Did I see the new Inside Out trailer? No, I did not. Did that come out today? Oh my gosh, did the Avatar trailer finally come out? I did not see that. Is that out? Did anybody see that? Wasn't it supposed to come out today? Three hours ago. Avatar: The Last Airbender. Has anybody seen it? It's gotta be better than the last thing we saw, right? Why do I have zero sound? I have no sound. Oh, I can't hear in this? Oh, hold on. That's gonna be a problem. Uh-oh. I gotta get my sound ready for Loki. Oh, it's amazing. Oh, people are saying it looks good. Okay, good. So it's not like the last one. Okay. I gotta get my sound ready, get everything for the finale in 13 minutes here. Putting this here. Okay, I'm looking at the trailer a little bit right now, and yeah, okay, this already looks like a lot better. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's so cool. I'm really excited for this. I like the cast a lot. I think they did like a really good job with the cast for it. But like this is something, you know, that I would love to talk about as well on the channel, right? So, all right, we're gonna get everything ready. for Loki. Let's just tune on the Disney Plus. Oh, I'm excited. All right, so what does everybody think is gonna happen here? What does everybody think happens here? Sorry, I gotta like monitor the chat at the same time. But Joe, I know you're there, mod. Yeah, just get rid of any real spoilers of anybody posted in there for me, please. I've got Loki pulled up here. I'm gonna pull out a separate chat here as well, so I can also delete things because we don't want anybody spoiling anything. Here, pull this out. Move to new window and then size it down. Cool. Oh wait, you know what? I can just pop out. Got it. Cool. Cool. No, I'm not. I haven't started watching Gen V. No. I know, I'm so behind. I'm watching something right now, and I don't want to say what it is because I know people will put spoilers in the comments the second that I say I'm in the middle of this. But as soon as I finish, I'll make an announcement of what I'm currently watching. Something that ended like a couple years ago, maybe. Couple years ago. I was so busy just with life and everything. I never got a chance to really dive into this this series, and I finally have. Again, I want to say what it is, but I don't want to say what it is because I think people are gonna start posting spoilers of like this happens, or like this person dies, some. You know, I'm not gonna say too much. But Five Nights at Freddy, is that I thought that was a movie, not a series. I'm watching a series, like a long series. Long series right now. So, yeah. Some of you, one of you has guessed it. Some of you are off. Some of you are a little bit off. The Boys is better than Gen V? Caleb, what I hope happens in Spider-Man freshman year, you know, I just want something really fresh. I think you can do a lot with animation. You know, I think you can get, it's just when you have the ability to just, when you're not restricted by filming, right, and it's animation, you could do so much. So I'd really love to just see something fresh and some really cool animation from it. I think what I hope for in general now, moving forward with like every Marvel series, with everything, is better, but also great writing. Because I feel like that's, with the exception of Loki, with the exception of what we're about to watch in 9 minutes, but with the exception of Loki, I feel like we've just been missing good writing. And yeah, I'm not gonna say too much about the Marvels. I will do a review on it. I want to watch it for myself, make my own opinion, because I've heard everyone's opinions on it. You know, I've talked to my friends who have seen it at the screen I was supposed to be at, but since I was sick, I wasn't there. I just want to see it first. I don't want to form my own opinion, although I've heard what people who oftentimes think like me have said about it. So, yeah. Jason, serious questions. Both have been amazing, but do you think that Thor should have somehow been involved at some point? So here's kind of my thing about that. No, and Thor's my favorite MCU character, although I'd argue Loki is my favorite character now. Yeah, I just love the arc and the progression of Loki, but I think Kevin Feige said it with WandaVision. He was like, you know, these stories are very much about the main characters, who they are. So like in WandaVision, we thought cameos, like Doctor Strange is going to come in, Spider-Man is going to come in, something like that. And Kevin Feige's like, look, the show's called WandaVision. It's about WandaVision, right? And then you have a villain, right? And it's the same thing with, I think anything, right? It's about the character, like Falcon and the Winter Soldier was about the Falcon and Winter Soldier. Loki's about Loki. I wouldn't have minded, like, Loki's in the TVA and at some point a Thor variant comes in. Like, that would have been funny. But should, like, the actual Thor be involved in this story? I actually don't think so. I think this is a Loki story, and Thor is off doing his own thing, right? Thor had his own story. We saw that in Love and Thunder. So, yeah. Everybody keeps saying the delay, and I think it's just a Hotstar delay, unfortunately. So sorry to people in India. Really sorry. But I think we're about to watch this in 6 minutes. I don't see anything about the episode being delayed. I know Blade was delayed. I know Thunderbolts is delayed, and Captain America and Deadpool. Like, I know all that stuff was delayed very, very recently. Like, within the hour, it was all delayed. And from what I've heard, everything else is delayed because of Captain America. I think it didn't test very well, is something that I read. Yeah. So we only get one movie in 2024, and that's Deadpool now. But I don't see anything about the Loki finale being delayed. So Hotstar, so everyone in India, I'm sorry, and wherever else uses Hotstar, I'm not sure where else uses Hotstar. I think you guys might be a little behind. So sorry. You guys might have to bounce. You guys might have to bounce when it starts for us, because we will be watching it in 5 minutes. I do apologize to everybody in India for whatever's caused the delay. Obviously, it wasn't my fault, but yeah. We've been waiting for a while. Hey, the Proud Canadian. Thanks for that super chat. Ooh, who are my top favorite? 5 favorites. Okay, you don't got a super chat again. But I'm curious, like, in general or in the MCU? I'll do the MCU. I'm gonna say Loki, actually. Loki's really up there for me now. I think Loki's, well, I guess I don't have to do number 1, but top 5. These are the top 5, I guess, in no particular order: Loki, Thor, Spider-Man. Oh man, now it's hard to. Scarlet Witch. Who would I put for 5? I guess Iron Man. Yeah. Loki, Thor, Spider-Man, Scarlet Witch, Iron Man. That's who I'd go with. If we're talking in general, that's completely different. We're talking Doctor Doom. We're talking Wolverine. Like, if we're, comics and everything like that. Doctor Doom, Wolverine, Spider-Man. Cyclops. Oh, that's it. Even that's, like, really hard. Phoenix, Jean Grey, Phoenix Force, Scarlet Witch again. Yeah, I don't know if I can narrow that down to top 5. Oh, that one might be a hard one. I have a lot of Adam Warlock in the comics, who is way different than what we saw in Guardians of the Galaxy 3. I kind of understand why they did it, but still. Glenn Boy, thank you for that super chat. And yes, okay, so it's a good question. Does anyone else find timelines versus different universes confusing? Has each universe got an internal multiverse? So I've talked about this in a few videos. Like, this is something that they're really not clear on. I interpret it as each timeline is a new universe. Could it be different? Yeah, sure. But they haven't explained it to us yet. Really, they haven't told it to us in any different way. So I don't know. Okay, there's 2 minutes. Everybody get. I need to get a timer up. Actually, hold on. So everybody get ready. We're gonna start this together like we always do. I have it here. I'm just gonna refresh to make sure it's not out yet. I'm gonna cough. I really want to go turn my AC down because it's hot, so give me 1 second. But besides that, I think we're good to go in 1 minute. For those asking for my predictions, I do think... We've tapped a new window. Thank you. I do think Loki is going to take over the TVA. 1 second. I'm going to turn my AC down. We back. All right. Less than 1 minute. Lewis Berry, thanks for the super chat. Thinks Hemsworth's Thor and Deadpool will appear, setting up Deadpool 3. King Dynasty. Also get Grant's Loki and Alligator Loki and Phil. That would be tight. All of that would be tight. I hope. I don't know, man. I do hope we get a post-credit. And I do hope it's like Deadpool or something, like setting it up. All right, it's 7. I have refreshed. Is it here? Come on. It is out. It's called Glorious Purpose, and I have been stating for a while that Loki's glorious purpose was to take over the TVA. But let's start this. You ready? We're going to start it in 3, 2, 1. Hit play. And we're going into it. We're in it. Okay, hold on. Let me... We are going through the recap right now. We are watching the recap. Look, I'll put it right here. We're going through the recap. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait for the finale. Oh, I cannot wait to see what happens. I cannot wait to see what happens. He says, I end up right back here anyways. I want to know what it all means. Did he mean I'll literally see you soon? Or did he mean his variants? Oh my gosh, I can't wait. This is insane. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy right now. This is awesome. This is awesome. We're still in the recap right now. Here you go. We're still watching the recap. Oh, and now we are in it. And now we are in it. Oh, gosh. Okay, here we go. Wait, where'd my chat go? Ooh, that music, though. Be hit hard. I have a little Spider-Gwen phone holder, so I'll put my chat here. Put it right here. Episode is out, y'all. We are watching it right now. And he's going to just time glitch right back in, you see? And he's just going to get right back in right before Victor Timely died. And we hear the alarm. All right, and we hear the alarm. Time to be brave. I wonder if Victor's gonna actually be bad. Oh, okay. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. He's back. We have to get Timely out there? He's going to let him die again? Oh, because he has to find out what they did wrong. Yes. So he's going to literally let him die again. They're going to let him die again. And then... Okay, so now Loki's just going to be like, yeah, he died. Cool. What do we do differently next time? Yeah. Okay. What could we have done to here? Yeah, that's... So he's like, okay, now we got to go back again. Oh, this is going to be awesome. Faster. Go. Yes, go. Oh my gosh, this is awesome. The music for this, everything. Oh my gosh, let's do it. Loki, you got to go back further than that. Not faster, earlier. Exactly. And you're just hearing Victor Timely scream over and over again. Oh. No. Dude, this is hilarious. That music. He's going so fast now. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, look how cute these guys are. This is fantastic. This is fantastic. I mean, I can't. This is so funny. Because you found. You did. You will. That's hilarious. Oh my gosh, this is awesome. Ooh. Oh. And I'm a god. I love it. I think I'm a little. I think my timer's a little ahead. Slow it down. Decades. Centuries. So what happens? Centuries later, he literally took all the time. He literally took hundreds of years to learn everything. That's amazing. That's amazing. And he's wow, that's amazing. This is great writing, man. This is just great writing. Yeah, you gotta go. It's him. It's you. You volunteered. That's so funny. So this Loki right here is literally hundreds of years old now. I mean, it already was, but even more. Seems like Loki has seen a lot of. Loki has done a lot of different scenarios, man. Look at this. This is insane. This is great writing. They'll get bigger. He's done this so many times now. It's amazing. That is great. Oh my gosh. Dude, what? What's going on with my hair? Wow, man. What great writing. Does he make it this time? Does Victor Tomley Loki's gonna realize that he has to do it. Oh, maybe not. Oh. Oh, he's getting through. No, he's gonna die. No, he's gonna die. Look, he's like, you're being so brave. These are kids to him now. He's like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years old. Oh, do not put it down. Gosh, how many times has he done this? The question is, does it work? Does it work? I think Loki's going to realize that it doesn't have to be Victor. It can be Loki. He knows more than Victor Timely knows now. Green button. Green button. Hit the green button. Oh. Oh. Ooh. Oh, okay, 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 okay. Hoof it. You're gonna have to hoof it back, dude. Hoof it back. Hoof it. I don't know if it is gonna work this time. Come on, Victor. Oh, he made it. He made it. Shut the door. Shut the door. Did he really make it that time? The door's not completely shut yet. It's okay. It is shut. Does he live? Why is Ob looks confused? It's not working. Oh, it is working. Oh, the rings are expanding. Something's gonna happen though. Something's gotta happen, right? Actually, no. It has to happen so Loki can take over the TV. He said it worked, wizard. Or did it work, wizard? Now does Victor kill everyone? Uh-oh. Here we go. What's happening? What's happening? It's overloading. Oh. He's going to have to go back to the end of time and meet he who remains. Too many branches. So you do have to prune some. Ooh, at an infinite rate. Is he? Oh, the loom has to scale infinitely. Uh, you can't scale for something infinite. Trying to divide by 0. Why does it need a loom? I don't understand. Why does the multiverse need a loom? So the TVA can control it, I guess? No, you're going to go back to the Citadel at the end of time. He's going back to the Loki season 1 finale. The limit does not exist. Oh, God, that's hilarious. That's so funny. Hey, Dar, how's it going? He has to go back to the Citadel at the end of time. Wait, what did Victor Timely just say there? I didn't hear what he said. I mean, Loki can go back, but these... Yeah, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. He's going to go back. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. Okay. This is intense. Is he gonna enchant her? No. Wait, is that him or is he somewhere watching this? Oh, here he goes. Now he's that. Oh wow. He's gonna stop him from killing him. Does he have to kill Sylvie? Does he have to kill Sylvie? I want to know if this was all a part of the plan. See, he's way too calm. Oh, he kills her. He's going to realize that he has to kill Sylvie. Dude, poor Kang variants. They just keep dying and dying and dying and dying. See, He Who Remains knew that was going to happen right there. Oh. He's going to have to kill her. This is going to be so sad. He can't kill her. He just keeps letting. Why do you never try to stop her? He froze her. So how many times has he been at this? You haven't learned how to pause time yet. I figured you'd be way past that. Because he planned it all. Yes! I knew it! He's behind everything! I knew it! I knew it! And then whoop! I knew it was his plan! Ugh! He never died? So what was the why? Reincarnation, baby. So go through it a couple thousand more times. Oh! Loki can control time. You're my favorite. Victor Timely. That's so funny. Everything was a part of the plan. The sacred, the sacred timeline. Okay. Wow, man. It is out right now, guys. There's too many variants. Remains. That's funny. You lose. Wow. I know. He says, I know. He loses. Wow. I think the episode's like 56 minutes long. Ooh. I was here alone at the end of time. This is amazing. Look at this. Keeping watch. You want to break the. I made the tough choice. That's why I get the big chair. What are you offering Loki specifically, though? Loki wants to find another way, and he remains just like, dude. And now Sylvie's back. Well, and around and around and around we go. Break the loom, you cause a war, kill her. Ooh. So he can either start a multiversal war or he can kill Sylvie. Now we're now we're back to episode 1 of Loki season 1. What is this? What? Wow. Wow, what? This is taking a turn. Ooh. What? Proper flow of time. Ooh. Dang. 8-year-old boy. It was too late? Oh. More burden than glory. How do you live with the burden? Scar tissue. Oh, he was that guy. Ooh, this is deep. There's no comfort. You just choose your burden. Wow. Wow, now he's gonna shake his hand and just let time go. Oh, no, I'm tired of seeing Mobius die. So now what? You're just gonna sit there in that void? Oh my gosh, they're showing us him getting spaghettified again? He freezes. Okay, okay, okay. Is he. Oh, he's outside time. Wow. Does he have to. I mean, he's been out of her hundreds of years. Yep. Mm-hmm. He has to kill Sylvie. What is she gonna say? I'm not giving you my blessing. I'm Loki. I'm the god of mischief. Sometimes it's okay to destroy something. Ooh. You have to control the TVA, Loki. That is what has to happen. Bro just left her there to die, by the way. He may not have killed the real Sylvie, but he just killed that variant. Okay, so he has to go out there and do something. Because we've seen that the trailer preview of him walking out on the platform, right? So so Loki walks out and does something. I mean, like, ooh, ooh, he's going out there. I know what kind of god I need to be. Ooh, uh, this episode's amazing for those asking. What is what is happening? What is going on? What is he gonna do? What could he possibly do? What could I don't understand. What could he possibly do though? Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Oh, he's going back in time? Time is going through his body? He's young now? What? Oh no, no. Oh my gosh. What is happening? No way. Oh, and he's going to break it. What? Oh my gosh, those freaking horns! So he destroyed the time loom, but he saved the TVA. So now what? Holy crap. What is. What is he what? Is he in? He enchanted the. Oh my gosh. Is he trying to enchant the branches? What is happening here? What the heck is he doing? Really is Loki, God of Stories. He's just gonna write it all. Oh my gosh! Look at that shot. What is he doing? He's gonna become He Who Remains. Yep, that's it. Look, he's going to the Citadel at the end of time. Out of time. He's gonna become He Who Remains. Wow. What? What? He's giving us a chance. What? Oh my gosh. Is he gonna? What is he gonna create? One. He's creating it. Loki, God of Stories. Look at this. Holy crap. What is happening? I know, Jen, right? Oh my gosh, this is amazing. Holy crap. What the hell is going on? What did he do? What is that? No way. What? What is this? After. Let's grow together, nurture. What? Loki like is the multiverse now, the world tree, right? Like Yggdrasil, yeah. Mobius is just sitting there. Ooh, the variants of He Who Remains. Who are they? Who are they? 616 adjacent realm. What? Your file as requested. What did I can't what did it say on it? 616 adjacent. Where you leaving to, Mobius? With a heart of gold. Go ride a jet ski, Mobius. Go ride that jet ski. I mean, someone will look out for you. The TVA can look out for you. For all time, always. Who the heck are all these people? Oh. TVA Official Handbook Second Edition. Wow. Wow. Does he get a? Is somebody gonna give a Kid Kang a second? Oh no, no one gives him anything. No one gives Victor Timely anything. Ravonna Renslayer, you in the void? She's in the void. It's like, no, it's not empty because there was a pyramid there, obviously, but. Was the TVA pruned? What? Is someone coming for her? Oh no, it's Eliath. Ah. We're on the same team. Is he watching himself or is that him? He's watching himself. Oh, Sylvie's there. The yard could do with a bit of work. Well, let time pass. Something he could never do before because the TVA was outside of time. What? So Loki, he controls everything? Wow. He's just there. What? That is crazy. Wow. Well, all right. All right. Well, that blew me away. That blew me away. Wow. That is, it's like kind of the direction I thought they were gonna go, but in like it just like so much better than I thought. Actually, like this is the first time in a long time for me where I think Marvel way outdid my expectations for something. I just I uh I'm just so blown away right now. I ooh. So Loki became the Tree of Life at the end. I don't actually know how to pronounce it. It's like Yggdrasil. 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 Anybody who speaks Norse tongue can help me out there. If anybody, I think it's in the Captain America movie, right? I think they like talk about it. I can't remember. Um, uh, but yeah, I mean it's the tree of life, and it's basically like uh it's Norse mythology, which is really cool, and it's basically like it encompasses like all of the worlds, uh, in like all of the branches and stuff of the tree are worlds, right? That create it. Um, it yeah. So it has like all. I think it's like they have nine worlds, nine realms, um, in it in Norse mythology. And isn't that what Odin says uh, in the movies, right? He's like the nine realms, right? I think that's what he talks about. But basically, yeah, that's here. Let's go ahead and look up the Norse mythology, like stuff about it. Let's see what like actual Norse mythology says. Let's see what Norse mythology says. YGGDRASIL. Has anyone been able to tell me how to say it yet? I know it's a tree of life. It's a sacred tree. Like I know that, but I don't know how to say this in Norse. Yggdrasil is how I'm gonna say it. YGGDRASIL is an immense and central sacred tree in Norse cosmology. Around it exists all else, including the nine worlds. Yggdrasil is attested in the Poetic Edda. Okay, hold on. Blah, 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 blah. I won't bore you. The gods go to Yggdrasil daily to assemble at their traditional governing assemblies. The branches of Yggdrasil extend far to the heavens, and the tree is supported by three roots that extend far away into other locations. One is the Orebrunner in the heavens, one spring Vegelmir, and another to the well Mismisbrunner. Interesting. But basically, it is kind of like the center of the universe, also what holds the universe all together. Um, so essentially, Loki has become the multiverse. Like, which is insane. So now it is kind of like it was shown in the original Thor movie. That's what I was thinking of then. I know they showed something. I know they showed like something of it in one MCU movie. I thought it might have been in Captain America, maybe the first Captain America, I thought, maybe, right? No? Am I thinking of something else? But they did in Thor. It's been a while since I've seen Captain America or the Thor movie. I'm trying to like go over it in my head now. Yeah, but basically he's like the center of the universe now. Like he is the multiverse, which is like if you guys watch my videos, you've been in live chats, you've heard me saying like Loki has to take over the TVA. Like this is way more than I actually thought it would be. Like, and you want to talk about a glorious purpose? Holy crap. A glorious purpose to he literally saved like everything, truly gave people free will, which is really, really funny. And like it's like the best arc for Loki that could be written. Like, what did we say before the episode started? Like, what are you hoping for this? And I said good writing. And like, because I feel like that's been lacking lately, not with Loki, but with Marvel in general. And I think this just exceeded my expectations by all means. I mean, like his glorious purpose, like, wow. I mean, to now essentially be the multiverse and holding it together. And what's interesting is the TVA was still dealing with Kang Conqueror. So kind of like I thought before, it was kind of like, hey, Loki takes over the TVA, and then they monitor these timelines for Kang variants, and they try to get them before they get out of hand. That's how you give people free will, but stop the multiversal war at the same time, by monitoring all the timelines with the TVA. But I thought Loki was going to take over the TVA. Instead, he takes over like the entire multiverse and like becomes the multiverse himself, which is like insane. Ogo, thanks so much for that super chat. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I appreciate you being here each week. And I hope I'm better in a day or so. But thanks for being here, Ogo. Appreciate it. You've always been chatting, super chatting. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Oh, man. Okay, we have a lot of people in chat right now. So go ahead, spam it out. Rate it out of 10. 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 100 out of 10. What does everybody think? Because to me, that was just like, that was probably... This finale, this ending, that moment where Loki just goes, I know what I have to do, and he walks out there. That was probably, it's definitely top 5 MCU moments for me. I'm trying to think of like, what is better than that moment? The very first Avengers movie where it's like circling, all of them are together, and then you have Avengers Assemble. And then that moment right there with Loki, that's Ian, thank you for that super chat. Doesn't that mean he can stop any bad? No point in Kang or any other big bad. Even what does this mean for Kang? I don't think he really interferes, and I think that's the entire point. I think he took it from He Who Remains, because He Who Remains was restricting it to one sacred timeline, right? And I think the whole deal was, how can it exist otherwise, without the time loom? Because so what he said was like, the time loom is a failsafe. So there was like 2 options, right? So if you destroy the time loom, it still reverts back to the sacred timeline, I believe is what he said. I believe that is what He Who Remains said. I'll have to go back and watch it, right? But hey, what's up, Leon? So destroying the time loom would have it was a failsafe, for the sacred timeline. So it would have just been the sacred timeline. And then if he would have let He Who Remains remain, then there's no free will at all. So really, there was like no way to win, which is what He Who Remains was saying. There's no way to win. You repeat this however many times you want, and then let's have this conversation. But instead, Loki was like, no, neither. I'm not gonna do any of these options, right? I am gonna destroy the time loom, but he's gonna kind of take its spot, is what's crazy. So I am F4TE. Thanks for that super chat. Yeah, so in a way, he is kind of Avengers Prime. It's obviously different than what Avengers team was it that became Avengers Prime? It was like Luke Cage and some other ones. But yeah, essentially, in the comics, Avengers Prime, you have a bunch of Avengers who fuse together essentially to become one entity, which is Avengers Prime. He is kind of like that now as the whole embodiment of the multiverse. So yeah, so basically what he chose, going back to, the whole He Remains, took away their free will, right? By pruning everything timeline, right? There's no free will, which is what Sylvie was saying at the end. Like there's no free will as long as He Who Remains is doing what he does. And then He Who Remains explained that the time loom is a failsafe, and it's just going to go back to the sacred timeline. So either way, Loki was going to lose. But instead, what Loki did, he took over, essentially kind of being the time loom itself, and is allowing the multiverse to just exist now with true free will to people. So that is what Loki just did. He essentially became the multiverse, and he gave free will to everybody, true free will. So now nobody is really doing anything. But the TVA, like I said, the TVA, the option, this is what we talked about for weeks now. The only option really to have true free will is to let everything branch, but then have the TVA watch out for Kang variants, right? Matthew Menino, thanks for that super chat. So I was about to get into this actually. What about the Council of Kangs though? So here's like the thing, right? Kangs and the variants thereof can, the ones that are smart, not the, no offense to Victor Timely. We love Victor Timely, right? He was a great character. No offense to Victor Timely. But the smart Kangs, the ones born in the 31st century, 40th century, whatever, how far you want to go. So those Kangs still have their smarts, have their tech, and they can go outside of time, right? So essentially existing in their own, outside of the Loki multiverse that it is now, right? So that's what the Kangs come in. So there's still going to be Kangs out there. He Who Remains said that's part of the problem. He Who Remains said, like, there's too many variants, and Loki's like, I'll find them, and He Who Remains is like, you can't. There's too many. So essentially, Loki gave him free will. Kang variants are going to pop up. The TVA is going to do the best that they can, but ultimately, there are going to be Kang variants out there that slip through the cracks, exist outside of time and space, exist out of kind of the multiverse in general, and that's when they're going to come. So when they start going into these timelines, that's kind of where the TVA is going to have to come in and fight them. And the, a multiversal Avengers team. Hold on, just got a super chat. Where is it? Chris G. Love how Loki multiverse looks like the Yggdrasil tree. Yeah, no, that's what we've been talking about. We actually looked up the definition here of that tree, and we looked up the actual like Norse mythology. It around it exists all else, including the 9 worlds, is what it says right here. So yeah, I mean, Leon, you say Ravana was sent to Egypt, and that purple light is Kang from Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Actually, I think that was Eliath. I think it was Eliath. So I don't think that was Kang from Quantumania. I think it was Eliath, and I think she got deleted from existence. So Kangs are still out there, guys. All Loki did was truly give people free will by allowing a true multiverse to exist, like a true multiverse to exist. So unfortunately, that doesn't prevent Kangs. The TVA can do their best to prevent Kangs, whether that's just going to the timeline and literally just pruning a timeline, or not a timeline, a variant of, I was going to say timely, a variant of Kang, just pruning a variant of him. And that's what they have to do. Unfortunately, like He Who Remains said, there's too many. So that's how we get the Council of Kangs, right? Loki didn't get rid of Kang. I don't think Loki controls the multiverse. I think that's actually against the point. I think the whole point is Loki gave people free will, true free will. Hey, thanks, Anthony McElroy. Super appreciate that super chat. I think there was another one. Dan, thanks for that super chat. What happens to Loki now? I think he sacrificed himself. I think he is now, that is what he is. He's the multiverse, right? And he's not destroying any parts of it. He is just letting it be what it is. And he is literally giving, what did Sylvie say? Shouldn't they be given a chance to fight? That's what Loki's doing. He's not preventing Kang from coming. He's literally just giving people the free will to be able to fight for themselves. Not just Kang, but, all aspects of life. Hey, Leon, thanks for becoming a member again. I super appreciate that, buddy. We got some more members in the chat. Scootin, Sylvia's, what's going on? Oh, you're gifted membership. Oh, thanks so much, man. Leon, you're the best. You gifted 5. What's going on? Abby Bacon. Scootin, Sylvia's, I like it. Noid. I like it. Nice. Christian Servani, thanks for super chat. Do you think his story is over? Will Loki return? So that's a good question. So I think that is the major question happening right now, isn't it? Isn't that the major question now? Is Loki permanently stuck there? So, well, okay, so here's the thought. Now we have to think about what happens after Secret Wars. And AMR Amir Yosef, thanks for that super chat. I expected a post credit from Deadpool 3 for Deadpool 3. Yeah, I don't know, man. I thought so too, but they haven't really been giving us many post credits going into other things from these Disney Plus shows, have they? Oh well. Thanks for super chat. Christopher Lewis, thanks for super chat. Does that mean no more Kang? No, actually, I think that means a lot more Kang. I think it means a lot more Kang. Aaron, thanks for the super chat. I'll explain because I realize a lot of people are coming in and out of the chat. I think what this means is, like, I don't think Loki is, he's not preventing Kang, right? That's not the deal. He is literally holding the multiverse together, kind of like what their version of the fixed time loom was supposed to do, right? So essentially Loki has become a time loom. He is just holding it together. He is allowing a multiverse to exist without He Who Remains ruling one sacred timeline. And again, if the time loom was destroyed in a normal way, it would have just, it was a failsafe for the sacred timeline, remember? So it would have just been the sacred timeline. So Loki is literally just allowing the multiverse to exist. Does that mean no more Kangs? No, Loki is not preventing Kangs. In fact, the opposite. He is just opened the multiverse up to the multiversal war, but it's like Sylvie said, he's at least giving people actual free will, and that's the whole point. That was the whole point of Loki episode 1 or season 1. And now season 2 is to have actual free will. And now Loki has it. Or now Loki is giving it to everybody. Fabian Garcia, thanks for that super chat. Super appreciate that. Broski89, thanks for the super chat. Who would have ever thought that Loki, the god of mischief, would make the ultimate sacrifice to save the multiverse? I'm saying, man, I mean, isn't this the arc for him? Isn't that just the greatest? Isn't this just the greatest thing? Isn't it? Like, it's just such an amazing arc. Cash Money Ron, thanks for that super chat. Thanks for the cash money. I super appreciate that. Ozzy Garcia, thanks for super chat. What was that file Mobius had? Yeah, so let's take a look at that, because that is actually something I didn't get a good look at. So let's pull this up. Let's bring this back right here. We're going to bring it. Okay, here's a file right here. Did she give it to him already? Did I go too far back? Here, let me pull it up on screen. Let's pull this up. All right, so what does the file say? Your file as requested. I can't read it. I have to take a screenshot of it. Hold on. Buzz Vonti, thank you so much for that super chat. Love your coverage and takes MCU. How does this could tie into Deadpool 3? And do we see Loki after Secret Wars considering soft reboot? Actually, so, okay, you brought up a great point that I was getting into that I got sidetracked on. We have to think about what happens after Secret Wars now. If it's a soft reboot, then I think maybe Loki gets out of it somehow. Is there a correlation between Loki and the Watcher, a person? Thanks for that super chat. I appreciate it. Yeah, you know, Aaron A, thanks for that super chat. He's become the Watcher. Yeah, it's kind of, you know, in a way, yes, because he can't interfere, right? Because he's giving people true free will. Amir Yosef, thanks for super chat. That means this episode is placed before No Way Home. I think it's kind of placed outside of time, in all honesty. You could say it's before, you could say it's after, you could say it's during. I think that's kind of the point, actually. As weird as that sounds. Hey, Mr. Anderson, dude, it was freaking amazing. Like, way better than anything. Dan from Pensacola. Hey, I was born in Pensacola, and I lived a good amount of my life there. What was the last Renslayer scene about? I think Eliath took her. Remember Eliath from the Loki finale? I think that was, I think that was Eliath. Cash Money Ron, thanks for another one. Loki has become an Ouroboros himself. Yeah, actually, yeah. He really has. A snake eating its own tail. Yeah, I mean, It's crazy. LL, thanks for super chat. The tree at the end of time. Luke 21:29. Never thought Marvel would go that religious. Yeah, well, it's also Norse mythology as well. Yggdrasil. I think that's how you say it. Somebody tell me how to if that's wrong. Uh, but yeah, Yggdrasil. How can the loom failsafe cause a time loop when it wasn't causing a time loop? Well, I think it was designed by He Who Remains, and that's just what he had it do. I think it's just he made it to where it reverts back to the sacred timeline. Good job, Josh. Thanks for the super chat. If he's allowing the multiverse to exist, how does that play into future incursions happening in the MCU? Well, again, he is not specifically doing anything with the multiverses, with the timelines, with the universes. He is simply allowing them to exist. He is giving free will to literally everyone in the entire multiverse. In the entire multiverse. So he's not interfering in any way, which is what He Who Remains was doing. So he took the place of He Who Remains, kind of now he's just holding the multiverse together, but not interfering at all. He truly gave people free will, which again was the entire point of Loki season 1, and really this. So incursions are going to happen, to answer your question. Incursions are going to happen no matter what, because the TVA is not going to be pruning timelines, you know what I mean? TVA is not going to be pruning timelines, and that's kind of the whole point. They can do their best to try to stop the multiversal war and prune Kane variants. But yeah. Renald Saul II, did he become the tree of Yggdrasil? Yes, I think he did. I very much think he did. That's what we've been talking about. I think that's him now. Sean Coles, the file was his life. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I can't... it says it says names on it, but I can't make them out. I'll have to screenshot it when I'm on my Mac and not my PC, and I'll zoom in and stuff like that. But if you found it, thank you. And that makes sense that it's the case file of his life because he wanted to go back home, or he wanted to see what his life was like. See what his life was like. That's how it was. Okay, Adam, thank you so much for the super chat. That's how I've been pronouncing it. Yggdrasil. Yggdrasil. Maybe it wasn't exactly how as I was pronouncing it, but the YGG is Ig, right? So thank you for confirming that. Yggdrasil. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, so I mean I think that part's pretty obvious because of the tree at the end, which is like freaking amazing. It becomes Yggdrasil. Oh man. I can't tell you how glad I am with the writing of this. It was amazing. The Hayes Records, thanks for the super chat. So what's the threat from here? Can he hold forever? Well, that's kind of the thing is Loki is actually allowing the threats to exist now. He's allowing the multiverse to produce variants of Kang the Conqueror and allowing incursions to essentially happen. He's just holding it all together, not controlling anything. So we go from here into Secret Wars where incursions start happening a lot. That's where we go from here, which is exciting to think about, actually. Cliffic, thanks for that big super chat. Amazing that they ended an episode like that. It makes sense. Loki prevents disaster, and since there's a reported incursion in Captain Marvel's movie, I believe that'll be the start of the war. Yeah, I think this is it. Because again, he is just allowing free will. So incursions are going to happen. And yeah, I haven't seen Captain Marvel yet. Or the Marvels yet, sorry. But yeah, we've been talking about an incursion in that movie for a while. I don't think that's like a huge spoiler at this point. The threat of incursion starts to really hit hard in that movie. I've heard. Curry in a cup. So what does the TVA do now? Do they still prune things? And what happens next for the group? The TVA actually, what they do now is they try to prevent Kang the Conqueror. They try to hunt down the Kang variants that are becoming super evil and destroy them. That's what the TVA does. And I think they monitor for incursions. I think that's going to be a big part of what they're going to do as well. Renald Saul II, or beginning of Avenger Prime. That's what we talked about as well. Loki kind of became Avenger Prime there. Obviously different story than how the comics, with the Avengers all fusing into one entity. But yeah, I mean, essentially, I see what you did there, Mr. Anderson. Excellent. Let me pull something up here real quick so I don't... Oh, hold on. There was something else that I wanted to see in this. Wasn't there something this? So I can't make this out. Oh, it's Kang. You can see it. Oh, that's Quantumania. This is Quantumania. You can see it right here. Look, 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 look. This is Kang from Quantumania. It's turned sideways, right? It's turned sideways, but this is him. Oh, and this is the device right here. This was that orb that he put in the big giant device. Oh, yeah. Look at that. So this is Kang shooting out beams. You can see one beam here, one beam here. This is his head right here. It's sideways. Sideways. And then this is the orb thing, the device. Yeah. Interesting. Interesting. How do I... There we go. Wow. Okay. 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 There was a super chat. Let me get to that. Jed Carnes? Sorry if I didn't pronounce that right. The 616 that Mobius read and said that they took care of, was it reference Quantumania, right? Or was it reference something else? It looks like it's an exact reference to Quantumania. Yeah, it looks like it's an exact reference to Quantumania. I mean, look at this right here. Let me pull it back up right here. I mean, yeah, look, it's yeah, that's Kang from Quantumania. Here, let's revisit what he said. Let me put the subtitles on here. Revisit. I got those reports of the variants of He Who Remains. Sorry, you can't really see it. Hold on. Do any of them know that we exist yet? Nope. Look at that. I guess one of them caused a little bit of ruckus on a 616 adjacent realm. So he's talking about the quantum realm, which is crazy. He's talking about the quantum realm there. Wow. Wow, okay. Fernando Von Chris, thanks for that super chat. Super appreciate it. Missed one more. Jed, thanks for another one. Okay, then I think my question has been answered. Should have read it more carefully. Should have read. Sorry, let me. Yeah, no, it's as we can see here, this clearly looks like let me can I expand this a little bit more for you guys? Hold on. I can do this. I'm tech savvy. I'm tech savvy. I'm working on it. Look, you guys see that? It's Kang from Quantumania. And this is you can kind of make it out here. This is the orb he used to power everything, right? Yeah. Orb he used to put in that device right here, right? And then, yeah. Interesting. Oh, what? Oh, my mouse is over there. Wow, that's so cool. Put that here. Wow. Man, I'm blown away that's what they went with. I'm blown away. I think you all heard me talking for a while, talking about how Loki has to take over the TVA, but I don't think I ever imagined him being the universe to give everyone literal free will. Yeah, so I think if they are doing an MCU reboot, then we're going to run into Loki again at some point. And I would like to think, maybe in Secret Wars or something, I would like to think that somebody tells Thor what his brother did, right? I mean, right? Wouldn't that be amazing? Well, speaking of Kevin Eduardo, thanks for the super chat. Well, my Thor Loki reunion is dead. Yeah, that kind of, I don't know, right? I would like, clearly Loki can see everything happening. He saw Mobius at the end there, so who knows? Fernando Von Chris, thanks for another one. Aaron Moorhead and Benson should direct Secret Wars. Yeah, I mean, I'm reluctant to say this, but the Russo brothers said they would come back, and they did good jobs with all the films that they would do. But I'm definitely open to good writers, because this is a perfect example of what great writing can do. It's so good. Johnny Herrera Jr., thanks for that super chat. I'm Victor Timely now. How do you think the TVA fits into Deadpool 3 then? I thought they were the ones going after Deadpool because he's time traveling. Well, I still think that's going to be a thing, right? They're not pruning timelines anymore. So like Loki time traveled and then they pruned that entire timeline. I don't think that's how it works anymore. I think they let that live. So they might not be capturing people anymore. I personally think that they're just going to be monitoring Kang variants or anybody who's really causing harm to the multiverse. That's how I think the TVA is going to fit into it. So I think they're going to play a big part in managing Kang, right? They're going to prune, instead of pruning timelines, they're going to prune Kang. Justin Kniff, thanks for that super chat. Super appreciate it. A person, thanks for the super chat. How does the Ant-Man 4 credits scene tie into this? Ant-Man 4? Have we had 4? Ant-Man 3? The Council of Kings. Sorry, it took me the Council of Kings. So the Council of Kings is only existing right now because of this. And so as we see here, right, this is Kang from Quantumania, right? Right here. Yeah, that's the only reason that any of the stuff happened from Quantumania, including the post-credit scene, is because of what Loki did. Loki made the multiverse exist. Loki is the multiverse, which is freaking crazy. Please don't tell me they just erased Jonathan Majors. Where is Marvel going with the storyline? I think if anything, they just created a lot more of him with all the Kang variants, in all honesty. Appreciate the super chat, Ronan, because we're still going to get incursions, and He Who Remains told Loki, because Loki said, like, I'll kill all the Kang variants, and He Who Remains was like, there's too many. It's infinite. There's too many. Can't. And Loki's like, I'll try. And He Who Remains is like, look, come back, go through this time loop a bunch more, and then essentially when you figured it out that there is no other way, let's talk. But Loki figured out another way by becoming the multiverse. Corey Allen, thanks for the super chat. At the end, one of the timelines lit purple and something was said as the camera zoomed on Loki's face. Let's take a look. I didn't see it. I think he was watching Mobius and Sylvie talk. I think that's what it was. I think he was hearing that. I don't think it was like Kang, like purple light from Kang the Conqueror or something like that. But good catch. There was definitely some voices there. I think it's the voice of Sylvie and Mobius though. Johnny Versetti, thanks for the super chat. Love the vids. Where can I get that Miss Minutes hat? Oh, this one right here. Marvel sent it to me. Sorry. They sent me like a whole box with a bunch of Loki stuff, like these cute little Loki bracelets and stuff. I guess you can't see. So sorry, I don't know. I can imagine you can look online for one though. Thank you for that super chat. Let me see if I'm sure I missed some. Saw a few here. Let me take a look. Okay, cool. I don't think I did. If I missed any super chats, I'm really sorry. I will go through them. Let me actually pull that up on the back end of YouTube right now, just to make sure I didn't miss any. But yeah, oh my gosh, guys, I just can't tell you how satisfied I am with this ending. I mean, it was so good. So good. I'm going through the super chats to make sure I didn't miss any. I don't think I did. Yeah. So Loki is, there's a bunch of things you can say now. The tree at the end of time, Yggdrasil, the tree of life. I mean, he essentially he is the multiverse Sean Cole, thanks for super chat. That timeline died. Sylvie survived with her band. Are you talking about? Are you talking about at the end where everything everything disappeared? And I was like, oh, he let Sylvie die in that brand's timeline. Not too sure what you're talking about. Sorry, I apologize. Daniel Crane, why didn't Loki just spend centuries studying Sylvie and stopping He Who Remains instead of allowing it? Also, what about timekeepers? Timekeepers are fake. They were never real. So don't think about them. I think Loki did spend a lot of time studying it, and I think that's when he was speaking to He Who Remains, and He Who Remains was like, yeah, let me know when you figure it out. There's two options. You destroy the time loom, right? And it's a fail safe, and it just gives you one sacred timeline. Or, well, three options, I guess. Destroy the time loom, so it's just a sacred timeline. Kill him, and everything goes crazy and it doesn't work. Ultimately killing him does result in the time loom dying, exploding, which would result in the sacred timeline. Or kill Sylvie and essentially rule with him the timeline. So Loki chose none of those options. Loki chose to become the multiverse and give him free will and give everybody free will. Buzzvanti, thanks for super chat. Can we consider Loki He Who Remains? And can we get a fit rating for He Who Remains? Loki, also potential Thor and Sylvie meetup is going to be awkward. Yeah, I'm thinking about how I really want somebody to tell Thor what his brother did. Like you have no idea what your brother did. He gave everybody free will in like every single universe, everywhere. Like, I want that. And I would kind of consider Loki He Who Remains just a better one. Yeah, for sure. Can you zoom in on the Kang file more? See what it says. I was trying. Unfortunately, on this computer, I can't really. Let me try. I can pull it up a little bit bigger on the chat here. Matthew, thank you for the super chat. He Who Remains correcting Victor was hilarious. It really was. That was really this whole finale was amazing. Hold on, Captain Red Bull. If Loki can not only see into the multiverse but also project himself into them, he could be making a lot of cameos in the future. Yeah, if he could project himself into them, I wonder if he could. It would make sense, kind of, that he could. So yeah, I mean, I would love for a lot of Loki cameos in the future. J Pal, I wish we saw more Loki variants. Me too. I really do. Thanks for super chat. With the Loki cameos, I feel like he would have projected himself into that scene with Sylvie and Mobius if he could. So maybe he can't, but he is the god of mischief, and now he is the multiverse itself. So don't put it past him. Sorry, let me just refresh this here. I'm missing some. I will zoom in on the Kang file more. Just give me a second. I don't want to miss any super chats, and I feel like I did. Yeah, that's it. She know why he runs out to save her. Ah, gotcha. Okay, yeah, I see what you're saying now. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. I agree with you then. I thought Loki will be the Tony Stark of the saga. This is only middle chapter, right? It makes sense if he'll be one that kills the main Kang. Yeah, maybe, man. We really don't know. I don't think we're done with Loki. I don't think he is gone. I think we're going to see him again. I definitely think we're going to see him again. Is this not showing me all my super chats? I don't know. Maybe he did try it and we didn't see Loki killing him, Diego. Thanks for the super chat. But I think he just realized that if he kills Sylvie, then essentially He Who Remains still rules the sacred timeline and free will doesn't exist, and that wasn't an option, right? That just wasn't an option. He had to make it to where free will existed. So, okay, it's YouTube is not showing me all the super chats, so I'm gonna scroll through the actual chat right here to see any I missed. I do apologize. Why isn't it showing me all this? Okay. Shayna King, thanks for super chat. I love that he formed them into Yggdrasil and truly had his glorious purpose. Finally, no, it's like the best thing that could have ever freaking happened for him, right? I mean, it's like, it's amazing. I love it too. Thanks for the super chat. Allison Thompson. So what happens to He Who Remains? How was Loki able to do this? Because he is a god. I mean, definitely because he was a god. And yeah, I think he went back in time to where He Who Remains was actually dead, right? So Sylvie killed him, and that's when Loki, started time slipping. He came back, and everything, started going wrong, and the time loom was going to explode. So Loki essentially got rid of the time loom and took its place and became kind of the center of the multiverse there. So He Who Remains, I would say, is gone. Cliff the Dark Knight, does this mean Major stays as Kang? Oh man, I don't think they've decided yet, unfortunately. I don't think they've decided yet. I think it depends on the trial, but I hope he does. Acorn Tree, thanks for that super chat. So would you say he's like the god of stories in the comics? I don't think he's writing any of the timelines. I don't think he is. I think he was the god of stories kind of in these past 2 episodes. Yes, right, rewriting it all, right? But not overall now moving forward in the MCU. I don't think so. Santiago Montenegro, where does the Scarlet Witch prophecy fit into this? That's a great question. I'm not sure about that, Perhaps she undoes something. She can affect realities in the multiverse, so perhaps something she does will ultimately affect Loki there. Who knows? I think that's... I heard once that they haven't 100% decided on the story for the Scarlet Witch in the MCU yet. So that very well could be what's going on right now, why we don't have any more news about her recently. If no timekeepers, what about the Watcher? Daniel, thanks for another super chat. So the timekeepers were always made up by He Who Remains, but the Watcher, I believe, is going to enter the MCU soon, and kind of like Loki is kind of a Watcher's like. He's kind of like a Watcher now. Ronald Saul too, like Dark Souls lore. If you know, you know. I don't know. I'm sorry. My bad. But thank you for that super chat. Hold on, I missed a few here. So he is God of Stories or Avengers Prime. I think he was the God of Stories in these past 2 episodes. I don't think he's writing stories his own way now. I think he's just allowing the multiverse and free will to exist. And he's not really an Avengers Prime in the way that it goes in the comics. You could kind of call it like he is the multiverse. He is that entity now. So you could essentially, it's kind of a cosmic entity now, right? You have like eternity and just these other ones. And yeah, he could essentially be time now. Or no, he wouldn't be time. Eternity, I guess, is time. I don't know what he would be now, but he's essentially a cosmic entity now. Brandon Graham, could Loki show up now and be the MCU's new Stan Lee cameo? I don't know if he can cameo. I don't know if he can project himself, because I feel like he would have in that last scene with Mobius and Sylvie, or maybe he simply just let them be. Right? I mean, like, maybe he can, but he's like, I won't interrupt this moment. I'll just observe. I'll just be the Watcher. That's why I'm kind of saying, like, he's kind of like the Watcher now. Not interfering, just letting it be. James Ryan, how did the TVA not detect the Council of Kang? Thanks for that super chat. I think that's because, I mentioned this a little bit earlier. I think that's because, so when you have, I explained the difference before. So when you have, no offense to Victor Timely, but smarter Kang variants, obviously Victor Timely was very smart, more advanced Kang variants who were born in like the 30th, 31st century, they can figure out time travel and do all that, and they can exist outside of space and time, which I think the multiverse still does exist in space and time. Loki might exist outside of space and time, holding the multiverse together, but other variants can also go outside of space and time to different points, right? It gets kind of complicated, and kind of existing in different planes that Loki and the TVA might not be able to detect. Arrow Hunter Games, is that your full name? Sorry, it cut off. Thanks for that super chat. I really appreciate that. Why can't I scroll anymore? Samuel Forrest, thanks for the super chat. If he remains as gone, is Kang's around still? Also, the Ant-Man 3 reference was fun. Yes, Kangs are still around, just not the specific variant, He Who Remains. I believe Loki is kind of the new He Who Remains / the Watcher / the multiverse itself. Yeah, so I think to answer that one question, I think that's how they don't detect Loki, because he is, or how they don't detect the Council of Kangs, because they exist outside of space and time. They're not in any of the universes that compile the multiverse that Loki is monitoring and the TVA is monitoring. They're outside. That's why they don't detect them. So yeah. Wow, I mean, I'm still just so blown away, y'all. I'm still just so blown away with how good that story writing was, how good this scene right here. I mean, oh man, what an amazing. What does it say right here? Hold on. And then I'll go back to that file. What does it say here? Nurture our nature for a stable future? What does it say? Nurture our nature for a stable future. Interesting. All right, let me go back to that file. Was requested. I passed it. Was it this file that you wanted me to? Oh my gosh. I'm more capable than this, I swear. Zoom, 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 zoom. This is Kang right here. Hold on. Ah, dang it. Hold on. I can do this. Yeah, so the variants of He Who Remains. So as you can see, that's Kang right there. Yeah, see, that's Kang from Quantumania. This is the device they use for Quantumania. Yeah, you can see it there. This was the orb power thing that he used that they shrunk down. But was it the other file for Mobius that we were trying to look at? Yeah, this one right here. I can't make it out. Let me see if I can go a little bit bigger. I can't really make it out, but I think it's just Mobius's file. For who asked me to do that in the super chat. I think it's just Mobius's file. I'm trying to bring it back down. I don't think it's something else that we were looking at. See, a few people are still asking about the God of Stories. I don't think Loki. I think Loki was kind of the God of Stories in episode 5 and episode 6, but I don't think he is now. I don't think he's writing any part of the multiverse. DYL Lancaster, thanks for that super chat. I really appreciate it. Christian Cervani, thanks for that super chat. What if Loki creates the Watchers so he can leave? Yo, that's not a bad theory. I actually really like that. If he doesn't like kind of become it himself, he kind of is the Watcher. Samuel Forrest, I've seen a lot of people say Marvel's crap, even on trolls. So does that mean it's just more Marvel blah? I will say what I always say. Just go watch it for yourself and form your own opinion. There's a lot of reviews, like The Real Rejects did a review. Jeremy Johns I really like. He did a review on it. I'll do a review on it Saturday. I haven't seen it yet, guys. I've been sick, so I didn't fly out for the screening since I've been sick, so I haven't seen it yet. So some of y'all are gonna see it before me. Samuel, thanks for another one. Is this the end of Loki? Loki's MCU future just for Avengers King Dynasty or Secret Wars, maybe Deadpool? I don't think it's end of Loki. I think Loki's gonna play a very important role in Secret Wars. I think he's gonna play a very important role in Secret Wars. Yeah. Wow. Well, I I I can't get over how I thought this was fantastic, y'all. I can't get over how amazing this was. I gotta watch this thing again. I gotta watch it a lot more times because I gotta do my breakdown on it. And I mean, I can't believe what they did with it as far as storytelling and writing and everything. I mean, man, it was it was so much better than like I thought it would be. Like it exceeded my expectations, which as sad as it is, I haven't had that with Marvel in a really long time. I haven't had my expectations exceeded in a really long time with Marvel. So this was super refreshing, and I just think it was amazing storytelling. And I think that's what Marvel's been missing lately is really good storytelling, right? To me, Mr. Anderson says The Marvels was amazing. And you know what? I have talked to people who've seen the movie, and they said they were kind of confused because I have talked to people who did not like the movie, but they said half the audience loved it and half of the audience actually hated it. I can't tell you because I don't know every single person in here personally if you're gonna like it or not. I can't tell you which side you're gonna be on. You may hate it like Greg Alba of The Real Rejects, or you may like it like Mr. Anderson. I can't tell you which side you're gonna be on. I don't know your guys' taste. I would just go see it. If you can afford to, you want to go see it right now, go see it. If not, you can wait. It'll probably be on Disney Plus in a month or something, right? I mean, you probably won't have to wait that long. I sadly don't think it's going to perform well, and they're going to move it to Disney Plus pretty soon. As sad as that is. Samuel Force, will Loki form the Avengers? So I kind of was like talking about this before in a sense of Avengers Prime. I was like, it's not going to be like one entity, but Loki may like recruit the multiversal Avengers team, right? So he'll form that team. I think he might, I think he might communicate with whoever is in charge of the TVA and kind of tell them that. But essentially, Loki is staying out of everything. Like he is the Watcher essentially now. Like he is just allowing free will to exist now throughout every single universe and not interfering, because that was the deal. Was Kang, He Who Remains, was interfering, and that wasn't free will. So Loki and Sylvie, they like episode 1 or season 1 of Loki was all about free will. Loki could not stand the fact that he didn't decide anything, right? So that's really what this was all about, giving people true free will. That's what Loki did. That's what Loki is currently doing. Zachary Fitzsimo, your name kind of cut off there. It just says Fitzsimo is the last part I see. So if there's more to that, I apologize. So basically Loki can now retry after failures. Yeah, although I think he's done with that. I think he did what he needed to do, and he's the multiverse now. So hope that kind of answers your question. Sean Coles, thanks for another one. The end wasn't Kang girl about to find Galuf. I don't know what that means. I'm sorry. Kang girl about to find Galuf. Was that? Did somebody say something? It was supposed to be that or something like that. I'm a little confused by that. I do apologize. Wow, guys, this is I can't believe this. Wow. While this chat's moving. Sorry, Kamara Cummings, thank you so much for the super chat. While this season's story is amazing, it is a cop out. This didn't change anything in MCU pre-Loki season 2 or new game more. Yeah, so I do think they should have released Loki season 2 like before Quantumania and stuff. But these events did have to happen, right? Like Kang variants wouldn't exist without Loki season 2 happening. And Loki now essentially gave people free will. Like, it's a big deal, right? Because no one's controlling anything. It was just one universe, one sacred timeline before, and He Who Remains was controlling what happened. He was writing everything. And, I'll explain this one last time before I get off, and my throat is getting very dry. Excuse me. Being sick and talking a lot doesn't always go hand in hand with each other. These were kind of the options at the end. One is if he killed Kang, everything that happened in Loki season 2 would happen, and the time loom would explode, and it would revert back just to the sacred timeline. Like you said, it's a failsafe, so it would revert back to just one sacred timeline. The multiverse would not exist. Or he could kill Sylvie and let Kang still control everything in the one main timeline. Loki decided he didn't want any of those options, and he destroyed the time loom himself, but kind of took its place. And he is now holding the multiverse together and allowing free will. So I hope that kind of answers your question. I kind of agree with what you said a little bit, because this should have came out before. Samuel Forrest, thanks for another one. Do you think Renslayer is Alioth Void? Yeah, I think Alioth got her. I think that's what that was at the end. I think Alioth killed her. So yeah. Okay, well, I appreciate everyone being here tonight. I can't believe this story arc of Loki. I'm just gonna, I'll end on this. Also, let's, if we could stop the super chats, because I don't want to miss any, because they're a little bit delayed. So you could give me a super chat and I might get off. So I appreciate the super chat so much. I've got one right here. Okay, let's stop the super chats because I don't want to miss any. Renslayer found Alioth at the end of the show. Yes, exactly. Exactly. So, yeah, I mean, this might be the greatest arc in MCU history. And it's hard to say that because of Iron Man, right? It's really hard to say that because of Iron Man. But, man, this was like, think of where Loki started. Tony Stark wasn't a villain. He was egotistical, narcissistic billionaire played with, he was egotistical. He was young. He was arrogant. He was reckless, but he wasn't evil. He wasn't a villain. Loki was. Loki wanted to rule everything. And you remember what he said? Like, isn't this simpler? Like, you know what I mean? People don't want free will. It's basically what he said in the first Avengers movie. Now he is saying, I'm giving everyone free will. He sacrificed himself for literally everyone across every single universe there could possibly be. What an amazing story arc. Like, I can't praise the writing of this enough. I mean, wow. Just Jack, thanks for super chat. Yo, honestly, Loki gotta beat Kang. Let's be real. We also gotta get another call to remember me. Oh, Jack, yeah, dude. Yeah. From the old super chats. Yeah. We talked on Instagram. Yeah, dude, I remember you. For sure. Yeah. Oh man, I can't wait to see what happens with Secret Wars in the future. Primo, that file is Fantastic Four 353 Mobius first appearance. Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying. Hold on. Right. Hold on. I see what you're saying. Yeah, right here. Yeah, it says it right here. It says FF353. Yo, good catch. It does say that. Yeah. So, man, I wonder if that's just an Easter egg. So I can't screenshot on my PC and zoom in. It's really weird. So I'll have to look on that before I do the breakdown, obviously. But hey, thanks for that, man. Appreciate that. Ullman R, thanks for that super chat. OB said branches were dying. And that it's true unless Loki hold them, right? Branches are active as long as he holds them. Yeah, I guess so. I guess Loki kind of enchanted them, right? Again, he's literally allowing the multiverse to exist. He has become that, essentially, yes, the tree of life to the multiverse, which is crazy. And it's funny that Mr. Anderson hasn't seen it yet, and we're just all sitting there talking about it. But I know you don't mind spoilers. So, yes, he became the Yggdrasil tree. He did, really. I mean, so Loki allowed free will. He is holding the multiverse together so they can exist. It's crazy. It's a lot to wrap your head around. It really is. But man, I can't wait to dive into this. I really can't wait to dive into this. So, all right. I'm going to end the super chat, or yeah, let's end the super chat. It's going to end the live stream because I got to start working on this breakdown because it's probably going to be the same. I'm going to do a lot of different videos about it. So, yeah, wow. I can't believe this. I loved it so much. I really did. Loki's arc is just, this is like the best arc in the MCU. It really is. It's like the best arc for any character. So, all right, guys, I'm logging out. Thank you to everyone who was here tonight. We had a lot of watchers tonight. I super appreciate it. We haven't had this many since the last Loki. Really, WandaVision and Loki. After those, people stopped doing watch parties and started coming in. And yeah, I'm glad to see everybody here tonight. I hope this really, brings back the spark for people with the MCU, because this was just like great writing, and this is what the MCU needed. We need more of this, just forever, right? Just a lot more of this. So thank you to everybody. I really love this. This was a special moment tonight. Thank you for sharing it with me. Everybody who was watching, everybody who was chatting, thank you. I'm sorry I can't get to obviously, read everyone that talks, but also thank you all for the super chats as well. I hope I got them all. If I didn't, I'm sorry. I do truly apologize. I scrolled through the chat and tried to get all of them. But yeah, it was insane. Can't wait to see what the future holds. Can't wait to see what Deadpool 3 holds. That's going to be crazy. So, yeah. But anyways, thank you to everybody so much. Mr. Anderson, thanks for coming in. Even though you were watching the Marvels, you already told me though, so I knew what it was going to be. But thanks for jumping in at the end. Hope you watch it and like it. Hope everybody rewatches this because it was so good. And look out for some breakdowns coming in a couple hours and tomorrow, and probably a lot more in the next few days as I rewatch this and dive into it. And people put theories out there and stuff like that. So thank you so much, everybody, for dropping by. I will catch you all in our next video. Woof woof.